Well, it's a brand new year in the world of Marvel Rivals, and I think a lot of us are very much looking forward to the end of Season 0 and start of Season 1, which is likely coming in the next 2 weeks. Also, Happy New Year to everybody. I've bought myself a nice little Jeff the Landshark t-shirt and looking forward to starting off by creating a new setup, including a brand new PC setup towards the end of the month, after the release of Season 1. And talking of a brand new PC does lead us on very swiftly to this topic right here. This morning, it was announced that, as we know, there's been a hero movement frame rate issue, which the developers have said they're going to be looking into. Some heroes are currently experiencing movement problems related to frame rates. This is something we're aware of, and the upcoming Season 1 version will address fixes for these issues. Even though I know that Marvel Rivals NetEase are trying to keep everyone happy, there will be a need for people to upgrade their PCs. My 2018 Potato that I play off, which I can still do relatively well on, isn't exactly cutting edge to give decent gameplay. That's why I haven't done that recently. You do see it in these today in Marvel Rivals, but I don't do it quite a lot because the experience is very different. Anyway, the second part to that is hero damage and frame rate issues. A small number of heroes do have damage related issues related to frame rates, as well as after using Feral Leap Shift, Wolverine's Savage Claw left click is notably affected by frame rate issues, especially in tests against stationary targets. However, in actual gameplay the difference might not be very noticeable. Interesting, the underlying cause of these issues is tied to the client side prediction mechanism, which is crucial for maintaining smooth gameplay experiences. We're actively looking on finding a comprehensive solution that fixes these issues without compromising the smoothness of the game. This will take some time, but rest assured we are committed to addressing it and we expect a fix in the future patch. That's good news, and as I said, I'm glad they are looking to do these to make the experience good for everybody, but I'm not expecting from this 2018 PC that things are going to be smooth. I actually need to upgrade desperately, and it came at the right time and the wrong time for, you know, getting a decent functionality and enjoyment. But it's good to know that other people, if you want to play on your potato, then it means that yes, you can get a better experience going forward. So that's nice. In cool news surrounding the game, we are going to see a Lunar New Year event, and funnily enough, by the time this video should be out, you might have seen details about these two new skins. Squirrel gets the cheerful Dragoness skin, and Moon Knight gets the Lunar General. Both look really cool. I'm a bit unsure about the Moon Knight one, but it's still, you know, very fun if you are looking to grab some of these. Moon Knight's Lunar New Year skin can be seen on screen right now. It is actually really well done. Regardless if I like it or don't like it, it looks pretty amazing. So that's something right there. Are you getting any of these skins? Put it in the comments. Even the MVP animation looks incredible. And now let's move on to some gameplay and fun movements and glitches. You can see here this player as Jeff is going to do an ultimate, throw out a bunch of players. He gets one off, I think there might have been a second one there, or the other survives. And the greatest thing about this is the Punisher survives, of course, and is able to grappling gun back in to then do some damage, actually pop the ult and help out to get the momentum moving and just taking out 3 very easily, or 2. I think it was actually 3 because it was a triple kill right there. But this is an amazing moment. It must be that this is, again, this is super lucky because the throw got them, boom, right there, and it's not something that kind of you go through. You can see that the Magneto fell down. So there must have been something of like a little edge, but this edge is not something that is transparent, or indeed it must be like not completely, it must be like rendered, or there must be something there graphically that's not been removed in order to, you know, fall through the landscape. Doing this again. And now we move on to gameplay and fun moments like Jeff throwing off 3 characters. I think one survives. I think that's Scarlet, which survives. Magneto, of course, does not. But landing right there, the Punisher must have been so thankful because it wasn't dropped or kind of slanted or on a slope. But when it comes to Punisher, he was able to survive, grappling hook back in, and actually save the day, which is great from a team's perspective. It's just great when situations happen like this, and it just takes a bit of a new... No, you do need the right hero to do that. You need to have a character that's able to not levitate, fly, and mainly grappling. Like Moon Knight could do this. anything that maybe had a good jump to it, a double jump based character, to recover like that is incredible. Popping the ult and then kind of going like, you did not expect this. The Punisher is definitely going to punish you, and that was great to see. I think it's like a triple kill, maybe even one more with that Lunar. Maybe the Lunar was one of them, and yeah, just great to see this. More of these gameplay little highlights to see. But what if that ultimate doesn't go right? This clip is fantastic. All links to all sources of all clips can be found in the description if you want to check out where they've come from or who's posted them. But right here, imagine like using Jeff for the purpose of saving. Yeah, Jeff saved everybody. He grabbed everybody, it seems like when Iron Man's up there and he's like throwing it down, he's getting no kills because everybody is up. Well, everyone survives. Same thing with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange throws his ult. You've then got Iron Man throwing his ult. But because Jeff decided to swallow and use his ult at the same time, he was able to, of course, throw out Doctor Strange. But in the moment, save his team from 2 very strong ultimates, keeping them in the game and allowing them to capture and actually clutch up the win. Which, again, is like so cool when the Jeff's ults are well timed. And of course, it's always good when the Iron Man ults don't get thrown or they get blocked like we've seen with Captain America on the channel. But yeah, this is great timing, great work by the Jeff right there, spitting out his 3 teammates and then going to chuck out one of the Doctor Strange that tried to throw his ult. Yes, love to see this. Let's quickly talk about behavior, toxicity when it comes to playing. I've definitely seen it. I've experienced it over the years, whether or not it is from people that comment or it's a case of like in-game as well. And that, look, that happens. I've got thick skin, but yeah, it is frustrating, isn't it? However, there is something of a bad behavior going on in game between people being rude to each other, and especially people that run their mouth but can't back it up when it comes to performance, or people that want to quit out early and then not really see how badly they may have performed. And everyone has a bad game. It's not always about having the best game. Like this I've seen quite a bit, where people in like Bronze 3 are running their mouth like, oh yeah, no, that was super easy. You're in Bronze 3, how long have you been in Bronze 3? And you're running your mouth like you're Grandmaster, so like, it's just quite funny overall to see. And there's definitely that commanding to kind of go and switch roles. Yes, I do think at times it would be nice, maybe a suggestion to go, we might need 2 healers, we might need 2 tanks, we need a tank, please, or be polite in asking things. It's just good etiquette at the end of the day. And people, yeah, just need to understand this is a team game and try to adapt to situations. I'm trying to, whenever I get available time, to relearn as a tank. I did a bit of tank training, and then when Duelist, it hasn't worked out the way I want, so I'm going to be relearning as a tank. Or Strategist, especially with the light of everybody wants to play Duelist, so I want to be more supportive. But that's on me to be like, you know, a good dude, good player, and I hope that other people have this ability to learn different characters, but also play as a team. Look at when your healers are being attacked. Try and be that front end to be a tank to absorb damage. The other day, I absorbed nearly 40k of damage. Yes, not the best when it comes to damage, but the main point I wanted to do was make sure I was the meat shield for everybody, and I was. I did the best when it came to absorbing the damage, and that was what was the most important thing, making sure that my DPS could concentrate on doing their job while I concentrate on taking damage from everybody else. I've definitely got a long way to go when it comes to retraining characters and things like that, and I'm sure a lot of people got the same. It's important to train at least in places like quick match, maybe less so in competitive, but sometimes it's best to go at the frying pan into the fryer to really kind of sweat yourself to figure out what's good, what's bad, but maybe talk to people and just like get some advice and watch some videos as well. And we end the Today in Marvel Rivals show with this. This is an advert that's from what seems to be a mobile ad. This looks to be from China as well, and this is, of course, a Season 1, it says there, S1, reveal of the Fantastic Four coming to the game. What this means is something, but we just don't know what the other elements to it are. Like, yes, it's the Fantastic Four, but there are also things in the background. Like the cinematic reveal of the Morbius vampire bats, or was that a nod to something to do with Blade, or Blade fighting Morbius? We'll have to see if that's the case. We've also got the designs of each characters, like Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Thing, and Human Torch. You've got Herbie in there as well. Will he play a part in this? Again, not quite sure on that. Maybe there'll be a special mode. We've also got the vehicle that the Fantastic Four will be using. Of course, very different to the comic book version, but it's in the NetEase Marvel Rivals style. What are your thoughts on seeing this for the very first time, and are you excited for Season 1? Put it in a comment. Thanks very much for watching this video, and look forward to more in-depth dissection videos and shorts coming out towards Season 1 as I've completed one of the many jobs that I want to do, which is all about tracking nerfs and buffs better. So that's something I'm looking forward to delivering and explaining to you all when Season 1 has been revealed, and we can dissect things that are going well with certain heroes and villains, and bad of course, because look, there are going to be some balances, there's going to be some changes, some things you'll like, and maybe some things you don't like. But subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.